What is going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the Road to Redemption podcast. I'm, as always, your grateful host, Cam Williamson. Good to see you guys. Listen, man, the only thing we can talk about, I don't care where you're from, where you're at, is change, man. It's the only thing that you can expect is that everything's going to change. My kids are changing. They're getting older. They're getting bigger. I just did the math for the first time the other day. It's been just about 8 months now since my mom passed away. I never thought that I would go 8 months without seeing or speaking to my mother. So much has changed in my life. Finalized some things I needed to finalize. I'm working hard now to be the dad that I want to be to both of my daughters, not just the one that I'm with almost every day. And that comes with what? Challenges, because things always change. Some change is necessary. Some change, like to lay off of substances and stuff like that. Some of that's necessary. If I'm going to be the best dad I can be, and if I'm going to be the best person I can be and the best man I can be, sometimes you just got to learn that regardless of what you call it, whether you want to call it addiction, whether you want to call it whatever, like laying off a certain shit is just better for you. And it's good, right? It's easy to look at a situation after a long enough time, and I'm 33 and I've been around bullshit my whole life, which is like, it's easy when you get to a point of just being so done with something. And this is the truth for people too. You guys know the feeling when you're just so done with somebody. You can't even stand to hear their voice, look at them, nothing. And some people are stuck in situations where they got to cohabitate until what? Change happens. And sometimes we can act emotionally. I'm guilty of that a lot. When things are emotionally charged, it's easy, especially when you are so sad or when things are not going the way you would want them to go, ideally. It's easy to chase the easy first option way out, right? And sometimes that's what you got to do. I've noticed, and I've said this before on the show, when I get emotional now or things feel like they're emotionally charged, I've learned that the best thing to do is just sit and do nothing. If something is so pressing that it needs an automatic answer within 12 hours, that's an emergency situation. But people can make it feel like the issue that's being brought to you right that second is an emergency, and that it needs to be your issue right now. And then what? You need to change. There's a difference between compromising and constantly just giving in to change. Sometimes you have to protect the peace you do have. And for me, like, that's my spot. This is my place, right? And I protect this because this is my place of peace. However, this is also the den where the demons play. So this is where everything starts to spin and everything starts to really get dark, is here also. I've got to change something, right? And that's what I've learned. Like, sometimes you just got to change the furniture around. You got to get some new energy in the building. Like, having people around, having, people that you love around and having people you care about around is good. Like, I had some friends over the other night, and it was just nice to sit down, hang out with my buddies. Nobody was doing anything crazy, like just sit and chill. And it was nice. That's changed for me because I would never do something like that. I'd just be like, oh yeah, we could text and, I'll talk to y'all later. But they were like, no, dog, like, I'm willing to come hang out with you for a little bit. And I was like, well, sick, let's do that. And it gave me something else to do, something else to focus on. Usually I come on here and I'm, relatively melancholy, and something is weighing on the back of my brain that I quite can't figure out how to put into words on the show. I don't really have that right now. I'm pretty good. Obviously there's always stress. It's life. It's 2025. There's stress out there. But I just want to encourage you guys, man. Like, I kind of talked about this in one of my last episodes where, like, getting back into a routine is hard, especially if you've been in that routine before. You know what it takes, getting up early, reading, doing yoga, working out, whatever your thing is. So I'll just say this. Start with what you can tolerate. If you know you have to change certain things in your life, just start with the ones that you can tolerate. So like if you can't tolerate getting up at 5:30 in the morning to do yoga, well then wake up at 5:30 and read a book, or wake up at 6:30 and do yoga if your time allows you to. Like some people hesitate to change or to pull the trigger on the thing that they know needs to change because one, it is hard. It is hard. It's hard to get out of a routine, especially one that deals with your, comfort, your feeling of being comfortable. All I'll tell you is after a short amount of time, and those of you that know what it feels like to be stalemate in life, where you're just on the hamster wheel and it's the same shit every single day, except things just somehow keep seeming to get worse. It may not be on that first day, but I'm willing to promise you, for whatever my word is worth to you, that if you consistently show up for something, and again, it doesn't have to be picture perfect. It doesn't have to be 5 a.m., wake up, read for 30 minutes, do a 30-minute yoga. Like, that's me. That's what I like mine to look like. Now, I'm sleeping better these days, so I'm not getting up at 5 if I don't have to. But I do get up hours before my kid needs to be off to school, and, I have time. So it's my choice. Am I going to sit around and do whatever and listen to podcasts, or am I going to read? Change the way my brain is going to look at the day, stretch my body out, because, if I have time, I'll get into this. Your boy jacked my shit up this past weekend, just doing all kinds of, I'm going to get into it. You got to, drink water. Don't start right off the rip with caffeine. Don't start putting substances right in your body. These are important things, and there's small changes you can make every day. Let's talk about getting fucked up. Your boy, sorry for the language, thought it was going to be a good idea on Friday, right? Take my kid to the trampoline park. We go to the trampoline park all the time. All the time. It's great, right? We used to go seriously almost every single day when she was young. We go. Your boy hits a backflip. I'm fine. Jumping around. 5-10 minutes in, I'm going, whew. I can't fucking breathe. I'm sweating. I'm fucking whatever. The next 2 days, my lower back, my legs, my fucking shoulder are fucked from doing because I was trying to impress a bunch of 6-year-olds. And then after that, they all start doing backflips and shit. I'm like, I shouldn't have done this. And then, 2 or 3 days later, guess what I decide to do? Walk 9 holes. Guess what? Not in shape for that. You know why they have carts? Them shits are heavy. And I'm not ruck marching anymore, since I'm not in the military. So to carry clubs on your back after you just decided to fucking be Circus Deo dumbass out there? Yeah. Your boy's hurting bad. I'm getting old. Change. I can't do that shit. Someone asked me the other day, let's skate this weekend. We'll go get you a board. Let's go skate. If I take one fall right now, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Something's gonna have to be replaced, and I don't know if it's gonna be a bone, an organ, or a brain transplant. That's probably smart anyway. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here before this becomes an editing nightmare. I love you so much. I hope I see you in the next one. Comment. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, and then I don't just have to ramble about me every week. Like I do this every week. Love you guys. See ya.